clean the fire station.
Yep, that's the one we're working on now.
It's a big job.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello. Oh yes, I get this new one.
What else do we got? What else do we got over here? Food market, and the diner. Nice.
Go over here. How far out can we go?
Oh yeah, we're just abandoning the job already. And look at that.
Right. I need an energy drink. Come on. Oh hey, I didn't even see that. It's funny.
He doesn't.
Look at the sun.
Yep. What a good old demonetization symbol coming back down at us right now. Oh my gosh. Oops. Okay.
Hey, look, there's the exact same thing down there.
What the
Diner.
This you know what that reminds me of down there? Reminds me of like that repeating hallway back in SCP Containment Breach.
Oh yeah.
It's like when we continue walking down this way, we're just entering a different hall. But what I heard about that SCP is that it like you enter a different dimension apparently is what that SCP is.
Deer crossing.
Yeah. Alright, we ready to get to cleaning?
I guess. Where do you want to start? Where should I start?
Do you want to start going?
Oh yeah. Come over here. This is gonna be the fun one.
What is over here? What the heck? Wait, what the heck? The drill tower?
Yeah.
What's fun about it? Is it because it's tall?
Yeah, it's just a pain in the butt to clean.
Alright, so I found out something about... Remember how it said that you were getting less money, but I was still getting the same amount?
Uh-huh.
It's because you already did that job, and because like I haven't done it yet, so I started earning some.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, but... Yeah, so because of that, I realize now that... Oh no, what are you drawing? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to look away from that now. Tell me you've gotten... Nope, I can still see the thing, Marissa.
What do you mean? It's just a face.
If I look over to my left right now, I better see a face, alright? Am I clear?
It's a turkey, okay? Gobble gobble.
I don't know whether to leave that in or not, but that's for sure getting blurred. Oh my gosh. I had a feel like something like that was gonna happen, but I don't care. Oh jeez Louise, that is hilarious. Okay. So, if there's one thing that came across my mind about a topic that we could share if you're alright with doing it.
Okay.
That being sports. We've all been in sports, right?
I guess.
But do you not want to share that?
I mean, what am I gonna share? Sports or sports?
I mean about like the time when we've been in sports, like you know, in high school and all that.
Yeah, when I played water polo and swam.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Oh yeah, and I remember the times when you'd play aggressive if someone tried dunking you under the water.
Oh yeah. Get a lot of people that like pinch you and grab you and pull you under.
Yeah. Is it true? Like, what was that one time that I saw when someone like did dunk you under the water, but like out of like retaliation, you just straight up grab them and just yank them under the water or something? I don't know.
Probably. That sounds like it would happen.
Yeah, you do not. Yeah, if you're playing water polo against Marissa, you just might not want to try to mess with her when you're on the opposite team with her.
Yeah, don't be mean. I'll be mean back.
I asked this because when I was like in my own free time watching another good old episode of Hell's Kitchen, you know, everyone's favorite subject to talk about. There was an episode on there where when the one team they won their challenge, and they were in the pool against like water polo players from the Olympics. So that's what came across my mind in this subject.
Understandable.
But yeah, you're not the only one that's been into sports. I myself have been into cross country, and I can tell you it is not fun because you're running around the entire city, or
Yeah.
the entire
I remember when
city.
you did that.
Oh yeah, there were times when I enjoyed it, but all the other times I just despised it. Are you cleaning the building over there?
I was. Should I not be?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know what you were cleaning over there. I can tell about the time when I was in my first track meet. I can remember my first track meet. I didn't do that bad, but at the same time, I didn't do great. But the one thing I remember mostly out of that experience when it came to cross country is my first meet, and I remember like during the final stretch, I passed up like 20 people, like in the end. Oh my, stuck on. Like I can remember that the most when I did cross country is that during my first meet, I passed up 10 people. Oh no, 20 people. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, you're pretty fast. It's those long legs.
Yeah, them long legs. Not to well, like the other thing is, like you got like these other players out there that are just trying to outpace themselves already, because you know trying to be fast and all that. They want to be ahead. They wanted to be like ahead of the group and far away from everyone, so that they can have a lead. Well, they forgot the one thing you need to know about. Don't speed off right off the bat is the thing.
Yeah.
Because that just makes you tired quicker. And I know that because I've accidentally done it once. Oh yeah. But the first meet I did was just cause like, yeah, like I paced myself, and sure there were a few other people passing me up, but they slowed down because they were tired. And then after that I passed them up, and I'm just all, heh, suckers. I passed them up, I gained the lead, and then I just like full-on sprinted to the end. It didn't help though, because like that terrain on the final sprint, it was a bit all bumpy there. Like, you know, like there were a bit of holes in there and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that was fun, having like those holes there, probably dug up by dogs or something. I don't flipping know.
Prairie dogs.
I know, flipping prairie dogs, indeed. So yeah.
I don't think I ever went to any of your meets.
Because they were early in the morning though, and if I remember you, you're not a morning person, are you?
I'm definitely not, but I would have gone. This is probably because I was working or some shit.
There's probably that, or college. I don't know. I don't know. You weren't in college, were you? When
Yeah,
I was
in college.
Okay.
When you were in high school, yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you graduate?
2018
or
2018. I graduated 2018, and then I moved out the same day, the same year as I
Same
graduated.
day?
No, not the same day, because I moved out on October.
Just giving you a hard time.
Oh, I thought you were testing my knowledge.
No.
Did you have any good plays back then when you were in water polo?
Probably.
You
None that I remember.
None that. Are there like? Was there like anything that you remember or no?
No.
That's.
I just remember a lot of beating people up.
That was like the one thing you remember the most.
That's the one thing I remember.
I would laugh if I found out that they kept a score tally for the amount of people you beat up, or like if they like shoved under the water and whatnot, or whatnot.
Yeah, I mean it's just part of the game.
Yeah. You know what did suck for me though is because the coaches thought I was so slow. They teamed me up with the girls.
Huh?
They put me on the same team. When we're in training mode, like you know, like training to run and exercise and all that. They paired me up with the girls team. Because I was too slow and I was too skinny at the same time. Not my fault
Pretty
that
sexist.
what?
So that's pretty sexist.
Not my fault that I'm skinny or popular. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh God.
No, but for real though, yeah, it wasn't really my fault though that I was like on the skinnier side than all the
You
flippin'
still
jocks.
are.
I still am. Yes, I will admit I'm still skinny. But yeah,
Oh.
yeah though, like not my fault though. Even I'm pretty sure. Yeah, those guys were a bunch of jerks anyways. But I don't really care. I'm not on that thing anymore.
Thank baby Jesus.
Oh yeah. Nah, I stopped being on that team when when I found out that like they did not even care about waiting for you to catch up at all. They just wanted to get everything done with. You remember that little scenario I told you about? How they just straight up left me near the yogurt place.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I was
not pleased.
I was not pleased at all. Yeah, that ain't fun. Getting like knowing that even though sorry that my endurance wasn't high enough back then. Ugh.
Yeah, it takes time to build up.
Yeah, it takes time to build up, and it's hard for me when you're someone that has my physique.
Yeah, it's hard for him. It's hard for the beanpole to run.
Oh yeah. But hey, you know what? I'll take the achievement of getting past 20 people on my first run in the final sprint. I'll take that. That's an achievement for me.
Yeah.
Oh, the trick, still loving spraying your jet around? Yeah, sure, I love spraying this jet around. So much fun.
That sounds dirty.
I know it does. Tell that to Harper Shaw. The ledge, huh? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I could tell what you mean by this whole... How did this entire thing get all dirtied up? Was there a fire that happened to this watchtower?
I think, I don't know, it was something about the... It's like the volcano's ashing or something? I don't remember.
Oh, so that volcano is gonna erupt is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could imagine there being like a Fallout version of this where like even though like the volcano erupted and everything's all like ashy and all that, you're still running around with your like little with your little power
Your
washer.
little power washer.
Yeah, power washer just cleaning everything up. Like where are you getting all the water after
Just frantically cleaning everything.
I know, before it could ash up again. Again, I still did not read into this whole, you know, lore of this game to figure that out.
Man, it's been so long since I've actually, like, played through. So I don't really remember the lore. I didn't pay too much attention to it either.
Yeah, your main thing was
I
to
just liked cleaning things.
Yeah, you just wanted to clean off everything. Yep. Get all that. Perfect. So, this video just got uploaded, but I just recently started playing Doom Eternal again.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It got really good because I played their new mode, Horde mode, which is like a survival type thing in a way. You go through surviving little challenges and rounds, and then they just throw like already because like to get the full experience, I just went ahead and played off of Ultraviolence again, just to test myself. I didn't die once yet, but that's gonna change after I said that. But what I'm saying,
you're gonna die like 30 times.
Well, I mean, I did get over 28 lives the last time I played though, so that's bound to probably happen though. But we'll see though. I played it again though, and oh my gosh, it really is fun. You'll see, you can view that anytime you want now, just so you see what I'm talking about.
Alright.
but they already threw like they already threw like the big demons at me already, and I'm like, what the heck?
Now they're gonna throw like 20 of them at you.
Oh, they
one
did.
go.
Oh, they threw so you know like how at the beginning of the game you have like the combat shotgun, right?
Yeah.
So you have that, and imagine fighting. I don't know if you remember this demon. It's one of the newer ones. I don't know if you remember the Doom Hunter, which is like a demon that rides on a flippin' power sleigh or something, whatever that's what they called it.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, so it's a boss demon, like you end up fighting in cultist base. So imagine one of those, and you have a combat shotgun. That's all you have. I'm like, what the?
Good luck.
Oh, I eventually did. I eventually did get it though, because the one thing you have to do is because not only does it spawn with a protective shield though, but you also have to destroy its sleigh to get rid of its protective shield.
The heck?
Oh yeah, and the fastest way to destroy its shield is with a plasma gun, and I don't have that. But like the way that mode works is if you complete a round or if you complete a section in the map, you earn a random gun.
So it's like zombies.
In a way, yeah, but instead of purchasing your weapons, you have to like survive an entire.
And earn them.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
So it's like depending on the area, you'd say like you'd have to survive 3 rounds. After those 3 rounds, you are rewarded a weapon. So yeah, that's fun. Okay. Totally veered off the topic to what this was meant to be, all about sports though, but I guess apparently we didn't have much to talk about sports for our time.
Yeah, sports are boring.
Yeah.
The fall.
So how are things going over there at the actual fire department?
They're very dirty. It's very dirty. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Well, I mean, we do have these hazmat flippin' power washing suits, so I think we should survive the nuclear fallout.
Yeah, what if these are actually hazmat suits and not power washing suits?
Well, then that'd be an interesting thing, because I was just joking around about that.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know who's even gonna finish this entire thing first. Either I'm gonna finish this whole thing until... I feel like you're gonna finish first over there before I can actually get a look at the entire
I doubt it.
station.
There's a lot to clean over here.
I know, this whole job...
Gotta do the entire roof, too.
This whole job was worth over 100 or 1,100.
Yeah, it's a
So-
big job.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said when I joined, the firehouse, a big job.
Oh, yeah. Because I figured we were going to have a lot to talk about, but then all of a sudden we didn't.
Man, I don't know. There's something about this game that just turns my brain off.
Does it?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I fell. In the game.
Okay.
Not in real life. I'm sitting down, that'd be kind of hard to fall.
Yeah. It could have been chair malfunctions. It almost happened to me the other day.
It's true.
You lean back too much, or it...
Lean back. Now lean back.
Or, you know, after moving your entire chair and all that, and when you try to readjust it, you almost, like, it just plummets all the way back down after sitting back on it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I shrunk my chair, because, like, you know, when you sit on it and pull up the lever, it, like, lowers itself.
Mm-hmm.
I do that to make sure, like, it's, like, the shortest it can be when getting into the car. And lo and behold, when I go to sit on it again, the entire thing just goes all just almost like it almost plummets down to rock bottom again. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh no.
But don't worry, I'm
Man,
fine.
so
I'm fine.
my chair, it leans back a lot, so
Yeah.
like you can recline it basically.
Yeah.
And Adrian sat down in it once, and it like he leaned back too far, and it started like going back, and he like freaked out because it was like you were falling. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah,
it.
talking about you. How when you leaned back in my chair. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm basically just getting the inside of this place dealt with first before I even like take on the outside.
Smart.
But
Ah.
still though, the amount of dirt that got on the inside of this thing is just weird.
Yeah, it's a lot of dirt.
Yeah, the health inspector would not approve of this. Ew.
Maybe we do all live in hazmat suits.
Or what if we are the health inspector? Something, I don't know. No, if we were the health inspector,
Hey,
we'd
what?
be...
I wasn't done.
Yeah, if we were the health inspector, I'm pretty sure they would not approve of, all of this.
I don't think they have a choice.
Yeah, either we clean it, yeah, it's like either, like, I'm pretty sure the health inspector's hiring us to clean this stuff.
Probably. Come on.
Is it like that tiny little thing again that won't clean off?
No, I was trying to place the ladder down, and it wasn't letting me place it down or pick it up.
I can't tell, what is the, oh. Okay, so this, oh, I stood up again. Oh, that's you doing that.
Because I picked up the thing, yeah.
That is such an odd thing. Second
Yeah, that's
floor.
weird that it does it.
What else am I missing on this thing? Alright, stop time. It's like the only way to counteract that, wait, am I... Oh. I was gonna say, I guess the only way to counteract it is just, like, you have to stay crouched underneath something, I guess.
To stop from standing up?
Yeah, because if you're
Oh.
crouched underneath something, the game doesn't force you to stand up.
Yeah. Have you played any Hogwarts Legacy?
No, I haven't. I still have to.
That's a good game. Have been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll try to get into it. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably still okay. Then that's that. Then I was gonna say I'm probably still gonna work on finishing that one horde mode of Doom Eternal because I didn't get to finish it last night.
Yeah.
Because I was getting tired and like I was already like getting worn out from playing 6 rounds of horde mode. Because there's 2 missions. My bad. It's called missions, not rounds.
Is it like a play until you die?
There are 3 missions in there, and I'm assuming if you finish the 3 missions, you're just done. Like that's the end of the game right there for horde mode. I don't know, like I'll have to see when I actually finish the mode to let you know about that.
Okay.
But all I know is like I was having a blast playing it. Oh man, because you know how I am when it comes to Doom Eternal. I just want to slay some demons.
Understandable. I like to slay things too.
Yeah.
Normally, like, I played Destiny, so I like to kill things on Destiny. I like to shoot them.
Yeah. I think the reason I started enjoying those type of games was I think with Call of Duty and their zombie mode. It's like that's the one game mode I would most likely prefer over any other game mode.
Yeah. Horde mode?
No, in Call of Duty it's just called zombies.
Oh.
Because all it is just you're just like it's a horde of zombies, obviously, and there's like the more rounds you go, the more difficulty it gets, and you can actually upgrade your weapons by taking it to this thing called Pack-a-Punch. Which
Yeah, I played a little bit of zombies.
Yeah.
Not much.
But you know
I
exactly.
played with some friends, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know enough to know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Exactly.
Can't help but notice that your ad says Powerwash. You do realize that involves hot water. You should change your word on your ad to pressure wash unless you're planning, and I don't care what else that said. Don't you judge the way our ads work, you good sir.
Yeah.
Apparently he doesn't watch our videos. He doesn't know enough to know that, like, how we're doing this, the water is actually going away. I mean, the water is getting rid of all this dirt.
Right? We don't need hot water.
Yeah, we just need a little thing that can just shoot enough water to, like, have all this pressurized, like, force coming out of it.
Exactly.
Okay. Count as what floor am I on? I guess I'm on the second floor. Oh, ground floor. Yeah, this is an entirely different floor than I'm looking at.
What?
Okay.
And maybe I will be done with this by the time you're done.
I'm on the second floor is what I'm looking at.
On the inside?
Yeah, on the inside. Well, like,
Nice.
on the inside. I'm not too sure about the outside is the thing.
Oh, you missed the whole side. Did you do the back?
I think I'm not too sure. All I know is that I did the whatever that side is that I'm looking at. The left side, I believe. Oh, I hear you out there. Did I miss an entire section up here? It's saying I'm missing something right on this floor, but I'm not too sure what it is.
Maybe the stair?
Hey, how's it going?
I was waiting for it.
What, that, what, for me to look out the window and say hi?
Yeah, I was standing there the whole time.
Oh, maybe this is what I'm missing for the stairs. The entire undersection, dude.
God.
Yep, and there it goes. I clearly had more time to finish all that, but sure.
Yeah, I don't like that it just kind of takes away all the big stuff.
Yep, and it's gonna do it here right now. There it goes. Yep, here I am. I'm at the ground floor now.
Man, where does all this water go?
Beats me.
Just kind of like evaporates.
Oh yeah. Like I do like the touch of detail when they how it shows like the watermarks where it used to be, but then it'll just go away. I do like that detail though.
I agree. It's a good detail.
Man. I felt like I haven't played Doom Eternal in forever, and when I went back into it, it felt like I haven't even missed a beat or something.
You're just that good.
Yeah, it's been like, I don't know, I have to look back on my YouTube videos to figure out when's the last time I played it.
I've actually never played that game.
You never played Doom Eternal?
No.
I played their DLCs. It was okay. Well, like the one level I hated the most was the swamp level. Oh, I don't remember the name of it. The blood swamps, I believe it was called. I didn't enjoy that level, not because of its design, but I don't know. At the time, I think I was just getting fed up with it and its boss battle.
Yeah.
Its boss battle was just being a pain, if anything, and my aim was not like flippin' accurate, and I was just like, oh my gosh. You know, typical gamer stuff.
Typical gamer cries.
Yeah. You know, you get angry and then you start flipping stuff.
Yeah. Normally it's my fingers.
You flip your finger. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the good old bird finger. So, when I was like the other night when I was playing a bit of some Tower Fantasy, and oh man, so there's like just to progress the story a bit in a way, because like I've gotten to the point to where like I've gotten to a certain level where I feel like whatever, there's no point in like leveling up anymore if the enemies are gonna be the same level as you, so why not just progress the story?
Yeah.
I played through the story, and honestly, though, just going back into the story after just abandoning it, and just leveling up yourself is just, what the heck am I even playing right now?
Yeah.
Makes me even wonder, like, is there even a point to even like continuing the story if like I don't get it honestly though, and like I've already seen the spoilers to it, and not just because of like I'm stuck. What? And not because I was looking at YouTube videos that I wasn't because of that. It was because of the game itself, with like its concept arts and all that. It pretty much spoiled what happened to her, you know.
It does.
So it pretty much did, and I'm just like, okay, cool. She got turned into a mechanized machine or something, whatever she is now. And after seeing that, I just thought, sure, why not progress the story? The one sword lady you come across that ends up hating your guts for some stupid reason. It's like, okay, cool, I don't care. She's a dick anyways. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you ever plan on continuing it, she's the boss you can't even beat or something. It's sort of like a force fail boss in a way. You know, like how?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, and like, I'm okay. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I guess that's okay if I knew it was coming. Because if I didn't know it was coming, then that's when I start to have like an issue and all that. Because its dodging mechanics, it is not on par with it. And you know me, I hate games that have poor mechanics in it.
Yeah.
And
I think everyone hates games with poor mechanics.
Oh yeah, because there was one night when I was playing it just to grind for something, and I was encountering every single bug that night, and it was pissing me off. Oh man, because so you know, like those elevators that lead up to the second floor of the Omnium Tower, if that's what it was called. You know, to like get the map and all that. So apparently, if you're standing off it, and if you jump off it, apparently the game thinks you're still on it, and it'll still propel you to the ground, even if you have a jetpack on.
That's annoying.
And I'm like, excuse me, what are you doing? I take over 10,000 damage of fall damage. I'm like I pause for a minute, and I'm just like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, because it's like the thing I was looking for. It has a low percent chance of an item drop and all that. And I eventually got it though, but like I was just getting fed up with it. So
I understand. That sounds awful.
Oh yeah. But like I eventually got it though, and I'm like, oh heck yeah, finally. Even though like I know it isn't a game-changing item though, it's just I wanted to get it because it was one of the last items I needed to collect. Because it's like it was one of those moments where I'm just bored. Let's just grind for it.
You're doing collectible stuff?
Yeah, it was for a vehicle, if anything, but yeah, I got it anyways though, but that's okay. Cause like I've gotten all the world collections in the game though. It's just like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's just go for this thing. But the other thing that irritated me the most in the story was one, it wasn't making any more sense to me, and two, when you go to an area, there's like a little carnival that you can go to, because, you know, you're still looking for the brother Zeke for some stupid reason at this point. I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to look for him anymore, I just want to start a new story with something else.
I don't care what happened to you, Zeke.
Yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't even care anymore what happens to him. But the more I played through it, though, and when I finally got to the island, obviously one of the rules there is, like, obviously, like, I'm pretty sure it has no, like, no game-changing thing, but I just decided to follow it because it says, like, the rule here is that you can't fight each other, no weapons or nothing like that. Like, even though, like, you can still use them when you're, like, exploring on your own, though, but in the story mode, it's saying, don't do that, that's bad. I'm like, alright, yeah, I can follow that rule, not like I even want to fight anyone anyways. Because, like, I don't care for it. Like, I know, obviously, it's not gonna benefit me in any way, but apparently, like, Zeke's getting fed up with you following him, and he's just like, don't test me and all that. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, sure, whatever. Oh, I just fell off. And I'm just like that. And out of flippin' nowhere, Sword Lady slices me in the back and I faint. I'm like, how? You're not gonna, like, flippin' talk to this lady about that? I wake up, nothing happens. I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? Like, oh, what is your story here? I don't get it anymore.
Yeah, the story sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it makes your character feel weak, if anything. It's like, okay, so the owner of the island is not gonna give a care that you just got stabbed in the back, and it's like, oh yeah, all's normal here. Oh my flippin' lord.
Oh gosh.
I hate those type of things, and it really annoys me.
Sounds very inconsistent.
It does, because it's like, what's the point of following him? There's no point in it anymore. I just see no point in just trying to get this guy to come back with you to, like, the flippin' first zone that you spawn in after the little epilogue. Well, I don't know. No, epilogue's at the end. Dark, it's Leonardo calls dad. I don't care about that. I'm too busy talking about a different subject. I just don't know. Like, honestly, I just prefer games that just have good stories in it, though, and this here just started losing my interest. If anything, I honestly have a better time just exploring the open world enough as to following the story itself.
Yeah, those games, they're hard to play with story.
Oh, yeah. Because one, it just seems like, because this character just attacked a person and disobeyed the rules, yeah, she gets no penalty. I'm like, oh, F off. If I'd done the same, I would have gotten in trouble big time.
Yeah, that's annoying.
And all
At
because...
least pretend like it's an actual rule.
Yeah. Oh, sorry that I actually care for you, Zeke, and that I'm worried about your sister as well. Yeah, sorry that I care. Oh my gosh.
Sorry that I, for some reason, care about you.
I know. For crying out loud. It's like those type of games that just, like, even though, like, it's still, like, honestly, I'm just, like, probably wanting to just explore the entire map more instead of just, like, playing the actual story itself, though. I mean, like, sure, there was, like, a time when, actually leveling up mattered to me, though, in the game, because, like, it came to a part where, like, when I had to go to the Omnium, the third, I believe it was, the third Omnium Tower to shut off, there was a boss waiting for me there, and surprisingly enough, it was at a low enough level where I could actually start owning them, and not have to worry about losing a crap ton of health at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, because a little bit about myself, I'm that type of person that just likes to grind, level up to a point where I know I can win a battle. And having stupid stuff like that happen, yeah, that just, I don't know what the word is, makes me discouraged to continue.
Yeah. Level scaling's very annoying.
It is, honestly.
Hogwarts Legacy does that too.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, I'll still look at it though. I'll still give it a go though. But if that's the case, oh dear.
Yeah, it's still a good game. It does definitely scale, though. Cause I remember I was like, oh look, I'm gonna go kill these trolls now, and the trolls were level 30, and I was just like, wait a minute,
Wait a minute, wasn't I just
I
a...
just hit level 30.
Hopefully this is... Oh, I don't even think I'm gonna be able to get this one corner right here, will I? I don't know, I think this is the last thing I'm finishing on this tower. I could be wrong, for all I know. I might have to swap over to, like, the longer hose now. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay then, never mind, I'll just get that done. What am I hitting?
Done in one shot.
Ah, shoot, okay. It's fine. This is the long range anyways. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I think that's all the drill tower there is. How do I view that again? Drill tower? Drill tower... yeah, it's saying it's all clean.
Nice.
Yeah, alright. Cool, now I can start helping out here. I don't know, if you're gonna make a good game, when it comes to like leveling up mechanics, don't make it level scaling based. Some bosses I can see, sure, but make it to where like if it's in a certain area of a boss battle, like say in the first section though, have like the boss level at like, I don't know, maybe 40 for all I care. I'll settle with the level 40 world boss in the first area for all I care.
Yeah.
But no, though, like it just what's the, like I get the game's meant to be played like with friends and all that though, but not everyone would want to cooperate. Like if you're just playing with randoms in a game,
Yeah.
not everyone's willing to cooperate in that. And yeah, I don't know. Just sometimes like it just sucks how there are those type of players that just won't want to cooperate, and it just makes the game like less enjoyable if you can't get a single person to help you out with a world boss and all that. Because I kid you not, I have over 20 of those keys that can be used to unlock a world boss chest, and I can't use them because I can't get anyone to come help me out with that.
Yeah, I remember that one time we killed that like tentacle lady.
Yeah, it was
vine lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took a long time.
Yeah, and it didn't help too because like I tried doing a well, there's this thing called a joint operation, and that I like even though I hit wait for players this time because I wanted to see if I can get lucky and have people join me. Not a single one joined me, and it just forced me to do it alone. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So that's how the game works, huh? This like at the end of the section boss, you cannot dodge this one attack for the life of it, and it was pissing me off. It does too much damage.
Okay.
It does too much damage, and even though it looks like there's a visual cue to dodge, I've tested it. It does not work at all. It does like
annoying.
It does over 20,000 damage to me, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, dude? I'm like literally, literally, all I wanted was to flip and figure out the opening window when to dodge this thing. There's no opening window at all, and I'm lucky enough to even have these healing, like these eating things to help me regenerate my health. That like heal me up over like 20,000 as well. It's like even though I lose like that amount of health, it's like it is stupid. It's just too stupid. And it's a lower level than me. Bear in mind.
But world bosses are meant to be strong.
No, this wasn't a world boss. This was a boss battle like inside a thing that is meant to have multiple people in it.
Oh.
And it just throws me in like to do it single-handedly.
Yikes.
So that's fun. I know people are gonna say, why don't you just exit out of that if you were looking to have multiple people in? It costs vitality, and vitality is something that is used to like. And it's something that just doesn't come easily. and it slowly regenerates itself, and it costs 90 to get in.
Yikes.
And I'm pretty sure if I were to leave, it would take my 90 vitality, and if I had to try to do it again and still get no one, it would probably take the same amount of vitality as I
Like 90 more vitality.
Yeah. And to make it worse, if you want to open up a chest in there, it costs 30 vitality.
Man.
Yeah,
That
so
needs to be something, like, especially if you don't have people to do it with, that needs to be something that scales with your level.
I know you can enter in at different levels though, and I probably should have looked at that first though, because there was an achievement on there that said clear joint operation on this level. I beat it on level 5, and it doesn't even give it to me, and I'm like, what? What do you mean?
That's annoying.
Like, you would think, like, any higher level than what it wants you to do would also give it to you, right?
Should.
It did not for me. And yeah. So that's what gets me annoyed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just wanna, like, flippin' invite a... You want my opinion about this game now? Oh, I'll give you a strongly worded opinion. Oh my lord. Why was it just this front exit right here that had the most rust on it? Excuse me a sec, I need to take a drink.
Drinking.
Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine people trying to speedrun this section right here.
I'm sure there are people that have.
But I'm pretty sure they had like more people as well, like 4 people doing this, or if they were trying to do it single player thing, then that'd be pretty interesting to watch.
Ladder.
So did you get all the sides on here yet?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I just got a star.
Nice. Gold star.
Or a silver star, I don't know.
Bronze
Excuse me.
star.
That was a thing, honestly, in like in the Doom Eternal Horde mode, where it's like if there was like these bounty demons you'd have to kill in a certain amount of time, otherwise the value would degrade. Honestly, I found that pretty fun because it fully kits you out with all the weapon mods and all the weapon mods and upgrades with it, and I'm just like, oh heck yeah, that's fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one thing I can appreciate when it came to that game mode, where like it's not like where it's a new game and you have to earn those weapon mods. Something though, like to you know, like those little drone things that are just out in the world. And you have to find them to get to them. My question is, who's putting them there?
Crazy people.
I know, cultist people apparently. Ooh, look at that nice even clean right there. Satisfying.
Okay. Have fun.
Yep. I shall, even though I just did.
Ah, man.
Did you
Come
get
on.
did you get the entire wall there?
I guess. It didn't look like it, but apparently it did.
Oh. I accidentally right click. No.
Why?
Because right clicking because I was already using water, and because I right clicked again, it just cut off my water supply.
You know, right click keeps it on permanently, right?
Oh yeah, I know. That's why That's why I did that. So, were there any games you were getting fed up with recently?
I mean, League.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
still play League.
yeah, League's like a common one to get angry at.
Yeah. The new Destiny DLC released,
Yeah.
and my friends have really been enjoying it, but I don't like it that much.
Is there something about it that was not entertaining?
I don't know. I just don't like it. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Hmm.
There's like a public event to do where you have to like load in to do it, and I don't like that. I liked like last season they had it. It was like a banner that you clicked on to go do,
Uh,
so I could literally just queue for it. But now I have to like go in and wait for it to start. It's just I don't know. It's annoying.
oh, it's one of those things where it takes forever to load.
Yeah.
Been there.
And then if there's like not people there, it's like it's not hard. It's just annoying. It's more stressful to do
Interesting.
by yourself.
I don't remember if it was because like back then I was watching like this Rage compilation, and I don't know if it was Destiny 2 that I was watching this guy rage off of, but oh my lord, did he smash his setup? I'm like, oh man, look at these fancy, like these fancy Twitch streamers. They could just smash things because they can afford new setups.
I mean, pretty much.
I don't know. I got nothing against it. It's just me seeing that as a
Yeah,
Eh.
you like seeing the rage stuff though.
Honestly, sometimes it's just like, honestly, sometimes to me it's just like, oh my gosh, like I don't get it most times though, but just seeing how the way they smash it, it's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't like watching the rage stuff.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like that's like because that setup had to be worth over $2,000 if anything. Well, I don't know.
Right?
It's not the I don't know. I mean, it's not the computer they're smashing. It's just like the monitor and the keyboards and all that. But I don't know though. Monitors and keyboards are just as expensive these days.
Yeah, especially like good ones.
Yeah, the
Like
monitors.
Adrian just got me a new monitor. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, how's that working out
Yeah.
right now?
It's great. I love it. Everything's vibrant. Beautiful.
I thought you were gonna say this one thing like, yeah. So the other day, Adrian just got a new monitor and he just smashed it out of rage.
Nah. I would have been upset because that's a waste of money.
That is indeed a waste of money. It's like how dare the smash a good
Right?
monitor.
Such a waste.
It's a waste indeed.
You like boba?
I tried getting back into it when a friend came over, and I tried that, and apparently I made the one mistake that what you're not supposed to do with boba. Supposedly, because I didn't know it at the time, because I don't order a lot of boba. Is that you're not supposed to leave like the little boba balls or anything like that in the cup after once you're done with the drink itself.
Yeah, you're supposed to drink them.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I don't order a lot of boba.
I mean, it's not like a sin if you don't drink them all.
Well, she sure made
It's
it.
just-
She sure made it seem that way. Oh, I know. I know it's her just messing with me and all that though. But it's like I didn't know. I don't order boba a lot.
Yeah.
I know she's just messing with me, and I get that.
You bring me a soda?
No.
I'm talking to you. This is an A and B conversation. See your way out of
Okay. Dang it, I didn't have a hotkey for like muting myself.
it.
I mean, like, I do have a mute button on my, don't you, yeah, I was gonna say,
Damn, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to do this.
oh, yeah.
And now it just looks like it's winking.
Oh my gosh. No, no, if you do this, there you go. See, fix.
It's a demented smiley face.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh no.
Oh no. Our smiley face. It's broken.
It's broken. Oh no, I don't know. Okay, never mind. Nice. Hey, FA, any chance you can come hose down a spare truck? Oh, I'm assuming that must be the fire truck. I just see myself floating in the background. And then there's you. Just cleaning the whole front
I'm a
side.
little sad I don't get to see it.
Well, there's always the video you can watch it under.
True.
Yeah. How much does it cost to get the last power wash? Oh, 5,000. Makes sense. And at the total of 90 stars as well. Makes sense.
Oh, I do get to see it.
I thought you said you couldn't.
It's like, it's different now. So it shows me my video, and then at the very end it shows me the one that we did together. So it shows me the one that I did solo, and then it shows me this one.
Interesting. Alright. So, do you want to do another one?
Sure.
Alright.